My name is Isidora, and I am 2000 years old. I know what you're thinking, not bad looking for 2 millennia. Well, let's just say a youthful appearance at my age comes at a price, and I don't mean plastic surgeon and Botox. The universe is not what you may think. It is full of monsters, the stuff of nightmares. All-powerful entities that sleep in the distant void of space and reality, many slumbering. They are called the Great Old Ones. One of these entities, Hastur, and his duality, the King in Yellow, are who I must thank for my immortality. I also curse them for it. The King took me from my home in Pompeii and certain doom, just as Mount Vesuvius was erupting. He took me to dim, lost Carcosa. Here he gifted me with the immortal chains, giving me everlasting life and youth. I was to become his herald, keeper of his yellow sign, tasked to find souls to enrapture, souls to trap forever in Carcosa to feed him and his duality, Hastur. For the last 2000 years I did this, even more years as reckoned in the Hyades. Never aging, never dying, never free, until recently. I found a way to place the king in a restful slumber. Now I do as I please. I return to Earth when Carcosa, on Lake Halys shores, mirrors a great city of man. When the veil lifts briefly and the shadows of man's thoughts lengthen in the afternoon. I come to punish the wicked, but also to save the innocent. This was my world once. Time to become part of it again. Time to find the one responsible for the eruption of Vesuvius that started all this. Oh, you thought that was just an everyday natural disaster. As I said, monsters are real.
Oh yeah, monsters are real, baby. That's right. Action, horror, fantasy, adventure awaits in this wonderful comic book, Isadora and the Immortal Chain, son. Special guest in the house. It's been a while, my friend.
Yeah, it
actually has been a while.
Yeah.
Special guest in the house, the lovely Marie. That's right. Straight out of the comic book in live action form right there. And Darth Daddy Lunga from the Great Council, that's right, is back. And it's been a while because, he's extremely busy and I've been extremely busy. But, we go, eventually it was going to happen. It's destiny. The powers will combine. That's right.
Wonder Twin powers, activate.
Activate, son. That's right. Perfect segue because we're going to be talking comic books and superheroes and all that fun stuff. Let's see who is in the chat right now. The Movie Dojo Army slowly trickling in right now. We got hello. Here we go. Hello, PhatSamuraiGuy in the Dojo Army. We got Heather Love in the house. Jake Hall, Eric Planter, Ryan Sims, Michael Gonzalez. Oh, yeah. Lady Danish. Oh, Tino in the house. All right. We're going to have some more showing up in a bit. Got to say a shout out to the Movie Dojo Army. And we are here to talk about Isadora and the Immortal Chains, my friend. And so far, congratulations. But we're getting the Kickstarter going. There we go. All right. Look at that. People are already pitching in their money to get this going, get this Kickstarter going. You're almost at your goal, so congratulations. So Movie Dojo Army, if you are into fantasy and horror and badass comics, make sure you guys jump in and do your part. There will be perks for you as well. I'll let Lunga go into all that wonderful information. But yes, Kickstarter is going on right now. People are chipping in because they know it's going to be badass. And I also left a link to the Kickstarter in the description box below. But yeah, brother, it's good to have you back here on the channel. Yeah. Austin just showed up. He says, what's going on? Guest in the panel and PhatSamuraiGuy. But yeah, man, take it away. The creator himself.
Been extremely busy. Obviously, been preparing for this launch for the last 2 months. Also, my son, 22 years old, bought his own home in May. So I had to help him move out at the end of May, and it was a big ordeal.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks, at least the last 2 weeks before.
Oh, moving's brutal.
Getting everything all set, and I was helping him because he's young. He doesn't know. He's like, Dad, I need your help. I don't know how to do it. So I'm dealing with the mortgage people for him. I'm talking to them, make sure everything's set, and this, and that, blah blah blah, all the other stuff. Did all that shit, moved him in, and I had to help him. My daughter is taking it's a split level, so the basement part, which is like a half basement, is actually gonna be my daughter's bedroom.
All right.
With them too. So I had to install a fan in there, and I put some barn doors for her for privacy, and also, so it was a whole busy week doing that. And then, if anyone has seen me before, studio's remodeled. So I did a whole remodel in here because since he moved out, he was living in my basement. So since he moved out, I was able to take all my crafting stuff I had in here and put it out in the main basement and remodel this to be just a studio. That's all this is now. Is this room is a studio.
Nice. So when he moved out, were you like the psychiatrist and What About Bob? Were you like free?
It was bittersweet.
Bittersweet.
It's like it was cool because it's like, oh, I mean, her son is still here. My stepson, he's still young. He's 13.
Yeah.
So he's here too, but he kind of stays in his room and does his thing, and he's not always not about. But 2 other adult children in the house is a lot of space. Yeah. So them being gone and now having all this space to do what I want to was great. But at the same time, it's like every time I'd come down here to my studio to stream, I'd walk by my son. He was at his computer, and I don't see that anymore. And my daughter would come sit on the couch with me and watch TV with me, and that's not happening anymore. So it's bittersweet. But,
yeah, I gotcha. Yeah.
But as a parent, there's nothing prouder you can have is to see them succeed and get all the things they want in life. So
hey, I like it. Sounds good. Shit, I wish I had my own house. I'm 22 years old.
I wish I was too. I know.
But yeah, let's talk a little bit about Isadora here. Yeah. First of all, in terms of comic book inspirations, what were some of the favorite comic books that you used to read when you were little Lunga, growing up till now?
Not this kind of stuff. It was mostly. I mean, I was a cape guy, cape and spandex, if you will. I was.
Oh yeah,
I was Flash. DC was my big thing. I mean, I still loved. I mean, who didn't love Spider-Man when everyone knew Spider-Man? I mean, even though I was more of a DC guy, everyone knew Spider-Man. So I did obviously like that. But I was DC. I loved Flash, Superman. Green Lantern. Those are my favorites. Batman, obviously. So DC was my biggest inspiration, and Flash specifically, because when I got into it in the early '90s, I started picking up back issues of the Flash from the Silver Age, where Carmine Infantino was working on the Flash, and that was a big inspiration for me because he was kind of groundbreaking with the way he did his art and stuff like that. Now, I'm not the artist, guys. I'm a writer, by the way. But the way he did his art and stuff, it was kind of groundbreaking compared to how comics were at the time. So that was one of my big, huge inspirations, was that, as well as other stuff that I read along the way. And obviously, I'm a fantasy guy. I started reading novels when I was a teenager, and that's what inspired me to write my novels, because I do have a fantasy novel on Amazon as well.
Nice.
So I've always liked this idea of the things you get in the spandex and cape kind of comic books, as far as superheroes and powers and doing things do, but also maybe mixing that bit of a fantasy kind of element that you get out of a Lovecraft, a kind of universe. So those were my big influences. And writers, forget it. I mean, there was so many writers out there. Jerry Ordway is a big one. That was a huge inspiration for a writer. So I'm super excited to actually be doing it. It's been a dream of mine for a long time.
That's awesome, and you're living the dream. That is awesome, and you get a lot of creators here. You want to talk about these people?
This is from issue 1 actually.
Okay.
But the ones you're showing there are all the ones that are still involved in issue 2. Alper Geckel, the gentleman right under me, and the one under him, Serkan Serkaya. They're Alper's the artist. He does the pencils and inks for the page art. And Serkan Serkaya does the coloring for the page art. So what you see inside the book, it's those two gentlemen that do that. They did issue 1, which was a successful Kickstarter last year. They're back for issue 2. And then Alexander Ernest, my wonderful editor, who makes me sound intelligent. She's helped me through all the process of finalizing my scripts and make sure everything sounds good. And not only what people don't get to accomplish is it's not like regular writing to where it's like you want to make sure you're setting structure and everything's understandable. With this, there's also panel layouts and how it flows on the page.
Right.
And you have to take that in consideration. Some artists do that themselves, but as a writer, I have the idea in my head of how I want this to look. So I do all the panel layout for
nice.
As well.
And we got a couple more here.
Yeah. These were from issue 1 now, but they're still wonderful people. Sarah Perryman, she did the or excuse me, the top one is Samantha Branch. She did the cover for issue 1, which is on this Kickstarter. It is an add-on. There's only 13 of these left because issue 1 I wasn't going to reprint.
Oh wow!
So
okay,
so these are all. I had 20 of these left from the first campaign. So these are as an add-on. If like when you back whatever tier, you can actually add this on. There's only 13 left. So Samantha Branch did this cover for issue 1.
Nice.
The one at the bottom, Sarah Perryman, she's the color. She did the colors for Mark Goldfein's cover, which I don't have on me here right now, but he was the gentleman in the middle. But she also did do the coloring for the Vic King cover in this campaign as well. So I did
great.
quite a few of them come back to do this stuff too.
So is there a lot of titles under Rubicon Comics right now?
Not yet. Just started it.
Just getting started, right?
Yep. Issue
nice,
1,
nice.
and now issue 2 of this too. So this isn't my first go around, guys. This is the second issue of hopefully a long series and expanding universe too. I'm not looking just to make just comic books about her. I want to fill this universe in with other characters and grow it to make an actual.
But the good news is the first issue was a success.
Yeah.
So it's like people are on board for the badassity to continue. So I'm already, when we showed the Kickstarter, I'll show it again for chat for people who are just coming in right now to help join and support badassity, which is what we do here. But for Isadora itself, what was some of the inspirations that got you going for this one? Were you huge of the Lovecraftian lore?
Yeah, I'm not going to say that I was a big, like I've been a lifelong Lovecraft fan.
Right.
I didn't get into him until more older in life, maybe in like
me too.
Mid-30s. Mid-30s is when I started getting into Lovecraft stuff.
Yeah.
And I do like the universe that he's built. Not just he built, but the great thing about Lovecraft, the lore, Lovecraft mythos or Cthulhu mythos, some people call it too, is since he did his initial writings, people have picked up on it, and the universe has grown, and the mythos has grown by with so many different writers and artists putting in their take into this mythos and adding to it and growing it,
right?
Which is really cool. The last thing I saw that actually said, you know what, I want to do something in this universe was True Detectives. The first season of True Detectives, they were talking about the King in Yellow, which is one of the main background characters of this story, who Isadora is a herald for, kind of like how Silver Surfer is for Galactus.
Yeah,
She's a herald for the King in Yellow. And when I saw them do this in True Detectives, I'm like, oh yeah, you can do so much with this genre. There's so much you can do with this, and everyone can put their own spin on it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And we got some pretty cool artwork right here.
Yeah, that is by George Peter Gastis. He's a creator in his own right. He does this comic book called Joe King. It's a blue furry guy, right? And his name is Joe, like Joe, and King, like a king, right? But say it fast.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Right. So he did that for this campaign. So right now, the stretch goal right now, if we hit that $3,500 goal, every backer, no matter which tier you back, you're going to get an 8x10 pinup signed and numbered by George of that picture, as well as he's working on this little puzzle thing he does. It's like a 2-piece puzzle that has his character, Joe King, and it's a versus and has Isadora on the other side.
Awesome. So they're going to get an actual print.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Get an 8x10 print of that and that puzzle.
I don't know.
There'll be more stretch goals.
I don't know. I'm thinking Marie was the inspiration, my friend. I think she's the inspiration for that. That's the real inspiration. He's trying to be polite and nice, not mention. I got your back, Marie. I know what's up. All right. She's the inspiration. Yeah. But yeah, the Lovecraftian lore, like you said, the Cthulhu verse, if you have fun with that. It's fascinating, man. Like a lot of the Stuart Gordon movies, the Reanimator, and there's so many of those films out there. You have The Mist, you have In the Mouth of Madness. You have Cthulhu-inspired universes as well. Yeah. Even the most recent one, which kind of took me off guard. I thought that movie was going to suck really bad, but I enjoyed Underworld, and Underwater. And at the end of Underwater, something's revealed, and I was like, oh my God, I was losing my mind. But yeah. The world's fascinating. And, people have been telling me I need to watch. I'm sure, because you've watched everything. I'm sure you already know about it. But they were saying, the Samurai, you got to watch Lovecraft Country.
Oh, yeah, I watched Lovecraft Country.
I need to watch this, man. Because they were like, it's amazing. I'm like, all right, I'll get to it. It
is. Because they did kind of, and this is the thing I know, because when I started this book, I didn't know about Lovecraft Country. Okay? That came out after my first book came out. And
okay.
I have this set in Chicago because I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
That's where the city is right now. Well, guess where Lovecraft Country starts?
Really?
So
Copyright.
But they did the same thing, and this is what I loved about it, because they took it during it's in the like the 50s and 60s, is during kind of that Jim Crow era.
Yeah.
And it the main characters are all people of color, and it shows the struggles they're going through, and it's intertwined with this Cthulhu mythos.
Fascinating.
As well. So they had their own take on it, and so they actually wove it in really well, because I have problems when people want to take social issues and make it the forefront of a story.
Right.
Because then it becomes like, well, where's the story here? Just make a documentary if that's what you want to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
But with this, it's woven in so well. Like, it has the undertones, but it still has the the body horror. It still has the tentacles. It still has the weirdness of all that kind of stuff. In the forefront.
Yeah, I'm sold on it. I'm definitely sold on it. But yeah, I need to definitely get around to watching that. But yeah, man, this is some of what we got. What we're looking at right here.
Yeah, this is a variant A done by Jay Espin. He's another person who came back from issue 1. He did the collector's box, the logo design that you see, and he did collector cards.
Nice.
For issue 1. So because I had him do those after I already had done my covers for issue 1. And once I saw him the way he did the cards, I'm like, oh, I got to get this guy to do a cover. So once we did issue 2, I'm like, dude, you're doing a cover, and he's the poster child main cover, variant A for this campaign, and it's a wraparound cover. So what you saw in that picture was it's a wraparound cover, so that whole thing goes around the back and front of the cover, and it's also one of those tiers. The one you showed has the 11x17 print that comes with the comic book, so you can get the comic book plus an 11x17 print
with the print right here. Yeah,
you can.
This is beautiful looking, man.
Full glory. Oh yeah,
this is like this stuff. This is the eye catching stuff that if I was in the comic book shop, I'd stop and go, man, what is this? But yeah, I see what you're saying here. It's a wraparound comic here. That's pretty awesome, man. Or cover. That's really awesome. But yeah, you gotta love the artwork. Gotta love the artwork. Do you have any favorite artists back in the day? Mine is, Jim Lee, Alex Ross, Michael Turner, Mark Silvestri.
Carmen Infantino was the first one.
But
yeah, Jim Lee, dude, there is nothing Jim Lee does that is not tremendous. I mean, he makes it look effortless.
Yeah. It's insane.
I don't know if you've seen it. He does his own live streams on Twitch now.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, he does Twitch streams showing drawing and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's such a down-to-earth guy when you listen to him talking. It's like... But yeah, he makes it look so effortless. So yeah, Jim Lee, Dave Finch, who I had the pleasure of being on a stream with one time. I was on a stream with Jimmy Reyes with Page One Comics, and he knows Finch. Finch covers for his comic book.
Yeah.
And I was on a stream with Dave Finch. I'm like, oh my god,
how cool is that, man?
This is cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You get some more of those the little the prints that they can get, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. But that's pretty cool, man. You're with Dave. Yeah, he's another phenomenal.
He also does
artist.
He has a YouTube channel as well. He does live streams.
Oh, nice! I'm definitely gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, most of his are educational for artists.
Good. The artist, very talented UK artist Dan Mumford. I had him on the channel twice already. He's another phenomenal. He does like movie poster art and stuff like that. He's really good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's so many talented people out there. But speaking of talent, definitely with this one too, man. This is another great shot here. Yeah.
This is
same artist, or is it a different one for this shot?
Vic King did this one. This is variant B cover.
Okay,
so this is another wraparound cover. So Vic King did this one, and he just does pencils and ink. So Sarah Perryman, who I did from issue 1, she colored this one as well. So yeah, this is another wraparound cover.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, and it also has 11x17 print tier with it as well for that one.
Man, this really amazing artwork right here.
What's
this one?
Now we're getting into the risque stuff.
Hey.
We got the NSFW poster. It was, some people want it. I mean, hey, listen, some people like seeing it. They want to know, what she look like naked. So it's like, hey. So I got Chuck Art to do that one from the campaign number 1.
Yeah.
So we have the NSFW tier.
Okay. Well. I can dig it. I can dig it. I got no issues with that. But yeah,
how many pinups do we have of Vampirella like that? I mean, it's like
right, Lady Death,
right?
Yeah, Lady Death. She's awesome too. Another really good artwork right here, man.
This is actually by an industry professional.
Man,
this is a very special tier. It's limited. There's the colored ones. There's only 50, and the black and white ones. There's only 20. This is done by Mark McKenna. Who's been in the industry for 32 years with DC and Marvel. He's done some like 12,000 pages of art in DC and Marvel have his inks on them, and he has his name subtitled in about 600 different ones. So yeah, this is Mark McKenna. He's done stuff. He's done Deadpool. He's done X-Men. He's done Justice League. He's done a lot of stuff.
Nice.
And it was another one that I met on a stream. I was on a stream with Task Force Geek. It's so hard to say that. My friend Dirk Hooper runs that channel, and he had Mark McKenna on, and I was on his stream with him, and Mark McKenna came out. I'm like, oh my god, now I'm on a stream with Mark McKenna.
That's awesome, man.
Like, yeah, you know what? And afterwards, I'm like, this is a similar situation. I was like, I had all my covers ready, but I'm like, I wonder if he would do a cover. Let me just try emailing him. You know what the hell? So I emailed him, and he's like, yeah, sure, that's not a problem. I can do a cover. It's no big deal.
How cool is that, man?
Rate for it. So he did a cover for me, and that one, like, I love all these covers, and like especially that Jay Espen one is tremendous. But I like this one specifically because this is where you could tell when someone's an industry professional, who's been in the industry, because this looks like a Marvel or a DC cover.
Oh yeah. Do you remember Aspen? Was it like an Aspen? Was it Aspen Comics, or there was like a comic book called Aspen? But yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit. But yeah, this is phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
But hey, man, this is a good sign. You know, you're doing your networking thing. But I mean, these professionals that do amazing work like this, man, they're not going to sign up for no bullshit.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's awesome that they're like, believe in your work.
He works on paper, Bristol board. He's not a digital artist. He actually works on Bristol board. So he drew it, and he's like, oh yeah, I'll send you the original art for free as well. So I actually got it framed.
Oh, sweet.
And there it is behind me.
Right.
On the wall. I was thinking about giving that away as part of the campaign as well. Not giving away, but selling it as part of the campaign.
Yeah.
No, I need to keep this. I had an industry professional draw my character. You know, like, that's got to go on my wall.
You got it. Yeah. You gotta keep that one. Oh man. Brian Martin says, nice. I'm gonna pop that up. Got some fans here. But yeah, this one too is really good. I enjoy this one as well.
Yeah. Oh, this is I found him online on this site called artistandclients.com, where if you're a writer or you're a comic book creator, you're looking for artists, you can go there and they put their stuff up there and you can commission
nice
them. And he goes by a pseudonym. He goes by Deddy. That's all I know him by.
Okay.
I don't know any other name. And that one is for people who weren't able to back issue 1 or aren't going to be able to get, only the limited amounts of these.
Right.
That is a issue 1 and 2, because originally the intro to this story needed to be 48 pages, but I could only afford to do 24 for the first campaign.
Gotcha.
So because I didn't know if it was going to be successful or not, so it's like I got to invest money. I can invest this, for 24 pages.
Yeah.
But 48 is how the story really should flow to get started. So I did this as it's going to be a metal cover. So it's going to be a comic book with aluminum metal cover on the front and back, and it's going to be 48 pages of issue 1 and 2 all together in one book.
Nice.
So it's a collector's edition, I guess you will. And I'm also re-lettering it, because the one thing and feedback I got that I wasn't particularly happy with issue 1 was the lettering.
Okay.
It was, for some people, it wasn't very clear. It was maybe the font was a little weird for them to make out and stuff.
Yeah.
It was a stylistic choice. So I'm going to be getting it re-lettered for this metal book, so that way all the lettering is better and it matches what's going to be going on in issue 2 with the lettering.
Right. Oh, yeah. So Brian corrected me here. He goes, yeah, Mike Turner was Aspen, actually. Yeah. That's what kind of reminded me of that cover. Because Michael Turner, yeah, rest in peace. He was phenomenal. Lady Danish says, yeah, the artwork is amazing. There you go. And Brian says, that was a really great painting. So right here, man, because, there's nobody more honest than the internet. Yeah. So you're already getting good feedback, man. Good feedback. Plus, the old samurai likes what you're doing anyway. But yeah, man. So without spoiling anything, I know we had that intro up, but people who are just now arriving, without spoiling anything, can you kind of give them a brief, tiny plot synopsis for people who just showed up and what your comic's all about?
Yeah. I mean, basically, Isidore is she's an immortal. She came from ancient Rome, and basically what happened was at that time, Pompeii was erupting, and she was saved just before her doom, if you will, by the King in Yellow. If people are not familiar, King in Yellow comes from the Lovecraft mythos. It actually comes before Lovecraft. Chambers actually created the King in Yellow, and then Lovecraft picked up the King in Yellow to use in his mythos. So I'm designing this kind of like a Silver Surfer Galactus kind of situation, where the great old ones are these beings out in the void, out in distant space, and they have heralds. Many of them have a thing what I call as a duality. It's kind of like the Christian Trinity, where they're the same but separate.
Yeah.
So they have these enhanced mortal versions of themselves on Earth that they are them, but they're also separate, and they're more fallible like humans. So they have dualities. So she's like a herald for the King in Yellow. And I'm trying to fuse that Lovecraftian horror with the superhero genre, something I'm calling the Lovecraftian dark heroverse.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so she, at this point, when the story starts, she has found a way to basically free herself after 2,000 years of servitude to him. It's not explained yet exactly how she did it, but we're going to get to that once we get to more issues.
Nice.
But he's kind of in a slumber, if you will. And she's come back to Earth now, and she's decided to met out justice the way she sees fit, and at the same time try to regain her humanity as well. Because as far as the great old ones are concerned, stealing souls, destroying people, causing insanity, they don't care who it is.
No.
We're insects to them. It's like, it doesn't matter who it is. But she still has some of her humanity there, and she feels like kind of a not Ghost Rider, but kind of like a Punisher, if you will. He punishes the wicked, but but he saves the innocent. You know what I mean? So she wants to protect the innocent, not just to have this wholesale murder happening for every human, but do it the way she wants to do it. And also, there's a little revenge element that you're going to see in issue 2, that's revealed in issue 2, on why she's also doing this. But I don't want to spoil that for people before they read
it. Nice, man. Awesome. How many issues is already planned and ready to go?
For the future story arc, just for this arc, I'm looking at either 6 to 8 issues for the story arc.
Okay.
But that's not the end of the series. The series is going to continue on. And again, also, I'm looking to expand it eventually to more characters. Let's have a Lovecraftian Justice League.
After this arc is, I know, right? Hey, I haven't seen that before. Let's do it, right? And it's what the brief plot synopsis that you just explained to me. I want a series. I want a movie now. Like, I support this badassity here because it's like, how many times, as much as we love superhero movies, and we're always going to be there as long as they're good, right? And we're always going to be there even if they're bad, so we can rant and shit on them. We got to be honest. It's sometimes you get the same shit. You get the same old type of movies. Even though we're fans, it's nice to have something new and different. I've always said that. It's like, I love Marvel, I love DC, I love all that stuff, but who's that character over there? I've never seen that character before. Let's focus on that one. It's nice to have something new and original and fresh.
Yeah.
And this is the beginning of that here. And I'm excited for issue 2 that's going to be coming out soon. But yeah, definitely, I'm sold on the premise here. And we got some more artwork here, man. Like, this is some good stuff here. This is really good stuff right here.
Yeah, this is the page art. This is by Alper Geckel and Serkan Sarkaya, who are both, by the way, from Turkey. I talked to them through Facebook Messenger, and
Turkey,
English is not their first language.
Yeah, wow.
And me and him communicate. I guess he uses some kind of translator when we're talking over to Facebook Messenger, but it comes out spectacular still. Even with there being a language barrier, he gets what I'm telling him, and he gets the script, and it all works out. So this character, if you haven't read it, bit of a spoiler because he appears at the very end of issue 1.
Okay.
For those of you familiar with the Lovecraft mythos, he is Nyarlathotep. And if anyone knows about the mythos, Nyarlathotep is, of all the great old ones, he's the most curious about humans. He kind of digs them a little bit. He's curious about it. He wants to see what's going on with humans more than the other ones that really look at us like bugs. He has more of a curiosity when it comes to humans. And depending on what you read, he has this kind of a grudge match with everyone hates Cthulhu, but he's got a grudge match with them a little bit. Hastur has a grudge match with him a little bit. So I'm making him kind of like the way they did Lucifer in the Netflix series, to where he's like slumming it on Earth. He's been here now for a while.
Yeah.
And he's like living in his penthouse suite, downtown. He loves cognac. Frappin' Extra is his favorite cognac, and he's like here. And this whole thing that's happening now with her piques his interest because he arrives right at the end of the events of issue 1, and he's like, "What's going on here? What are you doing?" And then he brings her in issue 2. It picks up right there with that scene you see.
Nice.
But yeah, so and he, of all the old ones, I have it twisted up to where he's the only one who doesn't have a duality.
Okay.
Him here on Earth is actually him. He's just cloaking himself in a mortal form.
Right. Well, we get a good shot. We get a great shot of him right here.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's some badass artwork, man.
Yeah.
And how many times How many times? Just like amazing, awesome movie posters from the 80s. How many times have we bought a comic book or movie for the cover, and then the movie sucked, or the artwork on the inside of the comic book sucked? Right?
That's good enough for a cover right there.
That's
like,
what. Yeah,
that looks like a cover.
Yeah, I mean, this is amazing that it looks this detailed on the inside. I mean, I want to buy the action figure right now.
Funny thing is too, when I sent the description, because of the language barrier, it's hard for me to describe how someone looks to him. So a lot of times I just send pictures. This is what I kind of wanted to look at. You know what I mean? So for him, I sent him a picture of Cobra Bubbles from Lilo and Stitch.
Okay,
think Cobra Bubbles. And that's what I said. My partner Yellow, though, on our channel, he says it looks more like Kingpin from the Ben Affleck.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We got Kingpin up in here. It's all right.
A little mix of the both.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Let me see here. Lady Danish says, "Wow, those panels look great. Love the use of shadows." That's right. Nate Dogg down here says Lovecraft stories are very underrated, and I tend to believe Nate. But now we're getting kind of a bootleg resurgence with the popularity of Lovecraft Country, and things are slowly coming back. So let's do it, man. It's exciting. Right. The unknown is exciting,
right. and that's why I want to do this because, like I said, it is different because. Anyone that knows Lovecraft, I mean, everyone who loves horror, if they know Lovecraft, they know what it's about. It's not a happy ending. It's all insanity. It's a very human element to it, and you see the dark side of everything, basically, with Lovecraft. With this, I have that, but I'm thinking, why can't a Lovecraft world emerge some heroes?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sure. Why can't we have some heroes emerge? Now, these wouldn't be perfect heroes. They're not going to be Superman. They're not going to be Truth, Justice, and the American Way. They're not going to be Boy Scouts. They're going to be more of a transgressive character, more of a Punisher-esque, Ghost Rider-esque kind of character.
I can dig it,
from that kind of deal. But why can't we have heroes, in that kind of world? Why does it have to be completely gloom and doom? Maybe there could be a little bit of hope.
Right.
Just a little bit. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm trying to do with this. And to me, what kind of world needs superheroes more than that kind of world?
Yeah, definitely, right? Definitely. We got some more... panel artwork here, really good stuff. Yeah. So they do get for the perks. They do get a sheet of the artwork.
Well, that's depending on what tier they go for.
Okay,
if you want to go with tiers, I can show them the tiers.
Yeah, let's bring that up. Oops, sorry. I'm sure that's the one everyone's gonna everyone's gonna want that one. All right, let me bring it up.
Okay, yeah. So there are, if anyone's familiar with crowdfunding, we usually do it in tiers. There's different tiers for whatever your budget is. So to speak. So I start out with the.
There you go.
The first two tiers are affordable tiers. They're $10 tiers. So if you pledge $10, you either get the variant A J. Espin cover, which is the wraparound cover. It's going to be a physical copy, and you're also going to get a PDF copy of issue 1 and issue 2. So
nice.
You get the ebook copies as well for that. Or if you like the other one, the Vic King wraparound cover, same thing, $10. You can get the wraparound cover here as well with the Vic King cover, as well as the PDF 1 and 2. These $10 tiers, it's free domestic U.S. shipping as well. So it's $10 out the door. I'm not charging shipping for those. As you get in some of the bigger tiers, there's some shipping charges, but for this, there's no shipping for those two. So for me, anyone that's into comics, want to buy comics, people have dropped more than $10 when they go to the comic shop. So this is an affordable tier for people that are looking to get some kind of new comic book, something new other than what you get from DC and Marvel.
Yeah.
Then there's a bundle here. It just has issue 1 and 2 for $20. Then here's the one with the print we're talking about. So this one gives you the J. Espin variant and the print for $20, as well as the PDFs.
Nice.
And the same thing with the Vic King. You can get the Vic King cover plus the print for $20, as well as the PDFs. Here's the metal book I was talking about. This is the 48-page metal cover book. That's going to be front and back aluminum metal cover.
That's awesome.
That has issue 1 and 2 in it, 48 pages, as well as new lettering for it as well. So that one's a $40 price point.
Oh, it's got both issues in there.
Yeah, it has issue 1 and 2. Right.
Nice.
Pages. And by the way, all these guys, I'm going to sign it as well. So you'll get a signed copy if I ever become famous, which is not going to happen, but you never know, right? You never know.
Yeah.
And then here's the Mark McKenna ones. These are a higher price point because they are Mark McKenna and they are limited. So the colored copy, there's only 50 of these available. So it's $50 price point, and there's 50 of those so far. There's 46 of 50 left. 4 people have backed that one already, so there's only 46 of those left. Then this one here, this is for the real connoisseurs of comic books. If anyone's familiar with what's called a virgin cover, it's just the original black and white inked print that Mark did, without any logos, any texts, nothing on the cover. It's just a virgin.
Those are awesome too, man. Those are like collector's items as well.
Right, and this one there's only 20 of those.
Oh wow!
So so those
hurry
are
now.
Numbers.
Yeah.
Then this is another just a bundle. It has the variant A and B plus the metal book if people want to be completionists and get all all of them. Here's the NSFW one that you showed. This one was limited as well. This one only had 5, I believe, and I think there's 3 of them left.
3 left.
Yeah, let me see. 2, Mark McKenna. Why is it skipping on me?
Well, I'm sure after the stream there'll be 0 left for that one.
I'm wondering if that's what happened because when there's 0, it goes down to the end. I'm wondering if that's what happened. Let me see.
It could be, man.
Oh no, it's still there somewhere. But
that's another Virgin one, huh?
Oh, this is actually the Vic King. This is sold out. This is the Vic King original print, like the Mark McKenna print I have on my wall.
Yeah, nice.
This is the original paper art that he did.
Nice.
This is a $300 tier, and there was only one of these. Someone already backed that one, so that one is that one is all gone.
Look at that, man. Everybody's showing support. They know it's going to be good, man. You must have, really must have made an impression after that first issue. So this is awesome.
You gotta try. Oh, here's the NSW one. Sorry. So yeah, there's 3 of 5 left. So 2 people already backed one. So there's 3 of the NSFW tiers left for that one. My issue is my scroll for some reason stopped working. Then there's the page art. So yeah, those are all the tiers.
Nice.
There is a super backer tier. There's only one of these. There's people in comics that love this kind of stuff, so I decided to throw it in there. What the hell? So for a $1,500 pledge, you get all of these things, the variant A, B, metal cover, collector's box, all this stuff, and you get drawn into the comic as a background character.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
In the comic, yeah. So that's a super backer tier. There's only
who wouldn't want to
wants to be a part of this, and that's why I love crowdfunding too. Because let's think back to if Schuster and Siegel there was the internet back then, okay, and they were talking about this. Hey, we're making this thing called Superman, and people were be able to be a part of it and talk about it, and even offer suggestions, because I listen, and other creators listen too, and people always think, oh, it'd be cool if we saw this, it'd be cool if we saw that. You know what? That could happen. You could be grassroots part of the, beginnings of something that could become, well known down the line.
Yeah, how awesome is that? Lady Danish says, "Ugh, I wish I had my paycheck right now."
Hold on. Here's the thing: the way Kickstarter works, it does not charge you until the campaign is over and funded.
Ha.
So yeah, when you go in right now, all it is a pledge. So if you go right now, Lady Danish, you do not need any money in your account. You'll just pledge it, and then just 31 days left in the campaign. So it will not charge your card until the 31 days have elapsed, and it's hit the goal of 3,500.
Oh, nice.
Now, that does require some planning. People got to remember that, hey, if I back now in 3 days, it's going to hit my card.
Right, at some
so you
point.
do want to remember that? Right. Set a calendar thing or something. But yeah, with Kickstarter, Indiegogo is different. Indiegogo charges you the moment you back.
Gotcha.
But Kickstarter, it doesn't charge you until the campaign's over, until it's funded.
Oh, perfect. Well, there you go.
Right.
Lady Danish. She just did the 1,500 one right now. No, I'm just kidding. No pressure or anything. No.
Put me in there too.
But yeah, and like I said, guys, the way Kickstarters work and campaigns work is we have like I showed that George Gassis print, right? There's things called stretch goals. So once we hit that $3,500 goal, which means everybody, we get funded. Yeah. Everybody who backs, even if you back that $10 tier or you back that $1,500 tier, everybody is going to get that 8x10 print by George. Okay.
Nice.
And as it goes along, then usually about every 500 above that or 1,000 above that, I add a new stretch goal. There's going to be collector's cards. There's going to be all these other little add-ons. So even if you back just that $10 tier, if you share it and you have other people that love comic books and have them back it, it behooves you because the more people that back it, the more goals we get, the more free stuff you get added on to your small little $10 backing.
We like free
stuff.
Know
what I mean? Yes, free stuff. Right. I had originally when it's launched, I had a early bird special for the first 48 hours. Everyone who backed in the first 48 hours got the an 8x10 print of this cover.
Yeah.
And there's also the I had little pendants that were on there that are in the backer store too. But there's a little Izzy pendant.
Oh, nice.
So everyone that backed it in the first 48 hours.
Let me blow that up.
Yeah. Everyone that backed it in the first 48 hours got an 8x10 print of the branch cover and this. So there's people already right now that just got a whole bunch of free stuff just for backing it in the first 48 hours.
Nice.
You know? So there's gonna be more of that as this, just these 30 days go on.
Cool.
To add more stuff on there.
I'm just gonna leave it on YouTube right here. There you go. The real life Isadora right here.
Why don't you stand up? People haven't got.
There you go.
Get chances to see it in all its glory.
Nice. How long did it take to replicate the outfit and everything?
I mean, a lot of it I got on Amazon. It wasn't that bad. I mean, the dress part and the corset part and the belt and a wig, we got it all on Amazon. The boots, so that was easy.
Nice.
The wraps on her are just linen wraps that I got on Etsy. The collar and the cuffs I got off of Etsy as well. The leather things on the side here that are holding the chains, I actually made those myself. I do leather crafting, so I actually made those.
Nice.
I could have made the cuffs and the collar too, but I didn't have enough time.
Yeah.
So I just
yeah. Everything looks beautiful, man. Nice. Yeah. Very nice.
And the chains, Home Depot.
Now I know what she's going to wear for Halloween.
Yeah.
Dress up again.
The plan for this too. I mean, I was planning on doing this not just for this campaign, but because the original plan when I started this was to go to conventions as well.
There you go.
And get a table. And what better way to bring people to the table than to have this standing next to?
Yeah, there you go. Right. That's how you do it, man.
Right.
That's nice.
And as long as that alone will just bring people to the table, and then you sell them.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Right.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Very nice. Thank you, Marie. You're awesome. You rock. Probably didn't hear me.
No, just got to put the headphones back in.
Okay.
Hi.
No, just saying thank you. You rock. You're awesome. Thank you. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm already looking for the issue 3 now.
I can't wait.
And
that's another thing, guys. Because the way I do this, the money, any profits that I make, because like the $3,500 goal, there's no profit in that. That's literally just to produce it and print it and get it out there. There's no profit from it. But anything I make over it immediately goes to the next issue.
There you go. Brian says it would get my attention for sure.
Yeah. Right. So the more this campaign gets up to, I mean, if this campaign can manage to get up to say 10,000, I can immediately start working on issue 3 before this one's even fulfilled.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why these are important. Is to not only to get this book out there, but also for the future books to keep that production going. Instead of having to wait 3 to 5 months between issues.
Gotcha.
You can lower that time.
Yeah.
The more successful campaign is, we can immediately get working on the next one.
Yeah. Nice.
I don't have DC and Marvel money, unfortunately.
Heather says you look amazing, Marie.
Thank you.
Hey, like you said, you're gonna autograph those comics for the people who have the tiers. Talking about, well, in case I get famous one day. This guy over here. What are you talking about, man? You know you got a nice following. But hey, if you do get bigger, don't forget about the old samurai here.
Never. I'm gonna take you.
Samurai will be sponsored. I will be sponsored. Yes, Isadora Comics.
You heard it here first, guys. If I become very popular and he does not have free swag from me, you can call me out on it. You said you were gonna give Phat Samurai some free swag.
Yeah. Forget free swag. I want to be in the comic. Give me a good death.
We can make that.
Give me good samurai, good death scene or a good fight scene, and then I get taken out.
There you go.
I get taken out, but I want to get taken out by this dude.
I hear a lot of that.
Yeah, I want a samurai versus this dude, big old fight, and then that's it. He just takes me out. Or I could be one of those shit talkers in the comic, think I'm all badass, and he just goes, that's it.
Just snaps the neck. That's it.
So what's I know we've been talking about you and stuff, but Marie, the lovely Marie, what's some of the things you like to do? Hobbies? Are you a fan of movies or anything like that?
Anime.
Oh shit! Shit! That's a whole other panel right there.
Yeah.
She could talk your ears off about anime.
I love anime. I watch a lot.
That's awesome. You have done well, Lungaro. The
funny thing is, you can't even credit me.
Not even him. It was his daughter.
It was my daughter.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I do like anime too. I'm more picky with it. I only watch certain ones here and there. But my daughter watches a lot of anime too, and she watches a bunch of stuff because of my daughter. So
Yeah.
over the last, I would say, 3-4 years.
Yeah.
3-4 years or so, she's gotten really
Good.
We literally had to keep a Hulu subscription just because she wants to watch the anime.
Yeah,
That's right.
we have
We
a
gotta-
lot of subscriptions.
We got to bring them in, man. We got to bring them into the dark side.
Love it.
What's some of your favorite shows, or what have you been watching recently, Marie?
Recently, I really haven't. I've been doing more reading than anything else. I like to. I read a lot.
All right.
So I'm on Wattpad a lot, and I like to do a lot of like fan fiction reading and things like that.
Oh, cool.
I do like a lot of slice of life when it comes to anime. I like the romance and like there's some like the one that really got me was Inuyasha that got me going on anime.
Yeah, that's a
love
very popular
Inuyasha.
show.
She has watched Inuyasha over like 3 or 4 times, and there's like 180 episodes or something.
There's way more than that. There's like, I think there's in total 10 seasons or something like that. Yeah, there's a lot. And then we've been watching Black Clover together.
Yeah, I like Black Clover.
That's another good one. We really.
I hear Demon Hunter's like really popular. You guys watch that one?
That's the one my daughter was supposed to go see.
No, that's Demon Slayer.
Demon
Oh, I'm
Slayer.
sorry, Demon Slayer. Thank you, Marie.
Demon Slayer.
Demon
yeah.
Slayer. Yeah.
Demon Slayer. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I know the movie came out recently.
Dude, it's the highest grossing movie in Japan history.
Yeah.
In the history of Japan over there.
My
It's
daughter went to
insane.
go see it.
Yeah.
She was supposed to go with Lynette, and she ended up going.
There's just one season,
She
right?
go with Lynette, yeah.
There's just one season as of right now on Netflix, I think.
I think so, yeah.
So I got a shot to catch up.
Yeah.
You know, I tried to look into watching One Piece because it looked like a lot of fun. Oh, they're just past 800 episodes, you know. I'm like, no. I'm not gonna do it, man.
Yeah, that's old though too. One Piece 20 years
Yeah,
ago.
it's like, that's too long. That's too long. That's awesome that she likes anime. How cool is that? Do you have a particular favorite? Or you're just Inuyasha right now?
No, I like a lot of them that I'll watch over and over again. I was actually happily surprised that Netflix did one that I really liked, which was The Seed.
Okay.
7 Seeds.
Oh yeah, that looked like fun.
That
looked like
was actually, they did a really good job with that, and I'm really excited for season 3 to come out.
That was the one with the people on the island who were like, supposedly they thought they were the last people alive.
Yeah.
So what happened was, the whole world ending stuff, and they made 7 different pods. So they let them out at different times to see when the Earth was actually viable and to start humanity up again.
Right. Interesting.
Some of the people actually knew what was supposed to be happening, and a lot of them just kind of woke up in the middle of fucking craziness, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Man, that sounds right up my alley there. Jake Hall says
you didn't like Black Butler, did you?
I do like Black Butler.
you do?
I do
Okay,
watch Black
there we
Butler
go.
too. That's another good one. Black Butler is actually really, really good.
There we go. All right.
That's another awesome one.
Nice. That's it, man. We got to bring
like
Marie.
Black Butler.
We got to bring Marie back on a future panel, just talking about anime. But yeah. So since you're reading the fan fiction and you're into anime and all that kind of stuff, and you read a lot, do you kind of give Lunga a little bit of the, hey, try this? Maybe some ideas for future projects?
Not really.
No?
Really. No. No. I tend to watch a lot of I watch some horror. I watch a lot of romance. I read a lot of smut, so not
It's fun.
something.
Not that no. Well, hold on. Don't make it sound like I'm a prude. I obviously don't. I don't give a shit. I'm good. I'm good with smut. Just as far as writing, I'm not a. Writing it is not as enjoyable for me as
You did
okay.
write one.
I tried. I didn't finish it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You tried writing one.
But yeah, as far as for being a writer, I like more fantasy and more
I'm falling off.
out of this world kind of stuff. You know what? It's okay. We're almost done. You can just
Nice.
take it off at this point.
At this point, no. It's actually easier just to leave it on. Just fix it.
No.
Fix
Not
it.
if we just take this off here.
We're almost done, Marie. I know.
I gotta fix those things.
Is that really uncomfortable to wear, or
No,
you're
it's not
just-
uncomfortable.
Okay.
It's not. It wouldn't be so bad if this wasn't just Velcro.
Yeah, I didn't have time
Gotcha.
to put. I didn't have time to put
Belts and make them actually
clasps
fit
on it,
correct.
so I just put Velcro real quick. because I was doing everything because the campaign launched that day,
right.
that week.
Right.
I was doing a studio and I was trying to get this all together, and then some of the parts came late, and it was just a cluster. So I didn't have time to put actual.
I mean, this stuff doesn't bother me at all. None of this stuff bothers me having all this stuff on, but that's just because of our lifestyle. No restraints are fine with me.
But it's not a big deal with this. She'll be okay.
He caught that.
She'll be okay.
He caught that. Little giveaway there.
Like, well, where's this conversation going now? We have to go now. Thanks for watching. No, I'm kidding.
Make you guys uncomfortable as hell.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah. Notice I'm just occupying myself with taking it off. I'm not.
Be yourself on the channel. It's fun. None of this. Oh, we're being prudes. No, be fun. Have fun. Be yourself.
The collars and the bracelets, I'm used to wearing those, but like this doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
Even having a little weight to it's okay.
There you go. Hey, Lunga. What about? Is it not totally out of the loop, or for future projects of having a panel, having a booth?
No. I still want to do that.
You should still do it, man.
Yeah. It's just it's a matter of funds.
Right.
I gotta find time. I'd obviously want to bring her with, so it'd have to be over the weekend, which most of them are over the weekend. But it had to be somewhere within, I would say, 4 or 5 hour drive from Chicago. So we got to consider the gas costs. We got to consider the hotel.
Yeah.
The booth charge.
Planning. Yeah.
Right. I have to print up copies. Obviously, I have to keep an overhead with me to do it. So there's a little bit of investment to do it. So I do want to do it. Which again, if we get this campaign up, that adds to the funds to do all these things to go to. But that is definitely in the plans. It's on the board.
Just let me know when you make it happen, and I'll just be your bodyguard, bro.
Thank you.
I'll just show up. I'll just stand there with the earpiece.
That's right.
For nothing. It's just for fashion, just like to look hard.
You could just look like Niall Lethep. Just put on a suit and sunglasses.
Yeah, there you go. I'm cosplaying as him, man. Yeah. Oh man, well, this was a blast to have you on here. It's been a while. It's been a while, my friend, but it's always fun having you here. We'll be doing more collabing in the future. We just got to get together and check our schedule.
As long as the schedule is open, I'm always willing.
Yeah. And the Movie Dojo Army, they love it when you're here. They always have fun with you, and they follow. My guys follow your guys. They went over to your channel and subscribed. That's how we show the love. Got to support badassity.
And like I said, guys, I know it sounds like, shilling. He's asking people to buy it for his comic book, which obviously I would appreciate if you would do. But I'm 100% serious about this. Is no lip service. Even if you are not interested or you can't afford it or just don't have it, I know COVID's still hurting people. You can't afford to back it. If you can just share it, put it in front of eyes of people who love comics, who love independent creators and want to support them. Just putting it in front of their eyes will help as much as your own backing. Even if you do back it, still do that as well. But that's the the biggest thing is sharing it, getting it out there, because that's how grassroots things, that's how crowdfunding works, is by word of mouth, is by getting out there and other people talking about it. That's
right. And in the past too, before you even got this going, you kind of gave me an idea of what you were working on. And, it was fascinating, man. I was like, dude, this sounds so original, so interesting. We got to talk about it. So I'm doing my part to spread the word, and I'm sure the Movie Dojo Army and people watching they'll do their part by financially backing it, as well as, or just sharing it. Like you said, sharing it means a lot, And, the first episode, man, the first issue, all those badasses, came through, and it was a success. Yes, you know what I mean? So I'm sure issue 2 will be a success as well.
Yeah, I'm at 81% right now backing, and it's been going for 6 days out of the and there's 31 left. So I mean, it should hit its goal. But it's nice to hit that goal early.
Yeah.
So that way, everything after that now is cake. You know what I mean? It's just more free stuff for everyone who backs it, more stuff to fund the next book.
And you're getting quality stuff. You're getting quality, You're not like, hey, this is my stick figures story with stick figure art.
Yeah,
like this is quality here.
If I drew it, that's what it would look like.
and it's halfway done now. It's halfway done now?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, it's halfway done now.
I fulfill. Like the first book, I was lucky enough because I invested a lot of money. The first book, it was completely done before the Kickstarter even launched. It was done.
Nice.
This one, it just still needs some work to be done because I need some help with the crowdfund to make sure it gets done. But the campaign ended in September of last year.
Okay.
And then I kept the backer kit store open for 2 months just because I ended up, after the campaign ended, I got another $1,000 of backing of people buying it after the campaign ended. So I waited for that to finish, and then I fulfilled by February of the next year. So with this one, the fulfillment date is November. So once this project's ended, come hell or high water, everybody will have the book in their hand by November,
Nice.
hopefully earlier.
Nice. And I'm sure all your backers they're really excited to hear that. And yeah, man, congratulations and good luck. And I'm sure you're going to reach your goal. And I can't wait for issue 3.
Can't wait for issue 3. I'm invested in the story. I'm the creator, but that's like it sounds weird to say. I wonder what's going to happen when I obviously know what's going to happen. But but until you actually see it in print,
come to life. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. And we need to support more, independent artists out there. Especially when they're coming up with original, new, fresh ideas instead of the same old. I mean, did you watch Jupiter's Legacy on Netflix?
I did.
What did you think of it?
I actually liked it.
Okay.
The problem it was the production value was horrendous.
Even though it was ridiculously expensive. It was insane.
I don't know what they spent the money on because it wasn't on costume and wigs and makeup.
Yeah.
Okay.
People
definitely was not on costume.
They went to
wigs
Party
and makeup.
City for their
yeah.
costume.
I mean, you could tell these were 40-something-year-old people in makeup. I mean, they did not look older. Okay, it was really bad makeup. The wigs were horrible. The costumes were like bad. I'm like you could still. We've seen it with Marvel and other stuff. You could make stuff that's still authentic to the comic book, but not. It's comic book for a reason. Those costumes in all the comic books are not meant to appear that way in real life.
Right.
We saw Superman. I know everyone loves the original Superman. The Donner Superman, yes, is great. It's great.
Yeah.
Come on, Christopher Reeve looks silly in the spandex. Okay, let's just be fair. Not meant to wear spandex, but it was bad production value. But the story itself, where it was going, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Right, and my buddy Rob from Entertainment Talk Nation, he enjoyed it a lot as well, but it got canceled. And I'm thinking, not necessarily superhero fatigue, but maybe because it got put right in the slot between The Boys that just happened previously and then Invincible that's out.
It felt like a Boys rehash.
Yeah.
When people realize that Millar wrote this a long time ago. It's not something new. It's not Amazon saying or Netflix saying, "Oh, we need something. Let's just come up with something." It's like, no, this is a comic book from early 2000s.
But do you think one of the reasons why even though you said it was good, do you think one of the reasons why it failed is because people were kind of like, didn't we just watch this with another show? Even though it's a totally different story.
Right. What it did is it compared it to The Boys when it's not a 1-to-1 comparison. It's a different kind of story. But people on face value saw this and think, oh, it's going to be like The Boys or something. You know what I mean? And then when it didn't meet that expectation, they canned it.
Right. And segue to the point I was trying to make earlier is that originality, fresh, take us to another realm, another world, another adventure with new characters. And that's what we want.
You guys want to see this on Netflix or Amazon Prime?
Sure.
We got to get the comics successful. we get this successful, and we get this to 6 to 10 issues. I can pitch it to Netflix.
That's it. Yeah. Well, we're all down, and we're all here to support you, and we will share this around. And by all means, Lunga, this is your video as well. Share this video. Get this video around there too, my friend. But we don't want to keep the lovely Marie too long. She's got anime to watch and books to read. And Lunga, he's probably got 8 streams after this, so I know he's the hardest working man on YouTube.
Not today, but I gotta add some more LED lights to that bookshelf tonight.
Oh yeah, you're still working on the room, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
But you can see me in D&D because I'm.
Oh yeah, we do our D&D stream now. It's Thursdays now. It used to be Tuesdays. Remember how I couldn't do Tuesdays with you?
Yeah.
We're doing D&D. We moved it to Thursdays now.
Okay.
So every Thursday night, She does.
All right, there you go.
On my channel.
You guys want to see more of the lovely
Not
Marie?
cosplay though.
Yeah. People will still want to probably watch just to hang out with you guys, so because you guys are fun. So don't forget to subscribe to the Grey Council. If you have not subscribed, it's an awesome channel. Great content over there. And don't forget to share the word Isadora. That's right. And a lot of badassity abounds with Lunga. And if you want to subscribe to me, you know, the old samurai guy, I appreciate that.
I do a little Chris.
Appreciate the love there. But yeah, we want to keep these badasses too much. But I thank all you badasses for watching and hanging out with us today. Don't forget, it's an early day tomorrow. 8 a.m. Pacific. I know. But we got an extremely early stream tomorrow because I'll be interviewing action film director Isaac Florentine. And it's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow morning. So that's the only way I can get them.
That's one good thing about you being Pacific, because it's later for me. So if you do morning stuff,
yeah,
it's 10 o'clock for me. So
right. We got to find that balance, right?
Yeah.
So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 8 o'clock Pacific for me. And then we'll catch you guys later next time. Support badass independent creators. You guys take care now.